With all the return they've been doing in the past 2 weeks, I guess it was time for a first-time event. And while the Cup and the Grand National Series are marking their return to Darlington, the trucks are marking their first ever race at the Lady in Black, or the Truck to Tame, it depends on how you want to call it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round 18 of the 2024 PSRLA Truck Series, the Sigmatex 200 at Darlington Raceway. Hello everybody, my name is Alexandre Vital, and I think just like Michigan Virgil was alongside me at least in the last race of the trucks. No, the truck, yeah, it was in Michigan because they didn't go to Daytona because Danny Johnson raced in the Grand National Series. I should remember because I recorded that race. But anyway, so for Darlington here, I'm going to be alone yet again because of shenanigans, if you want to call it like that. But and as we said, while the Cup and the Grand National Series are doing their returns to Darlington, last week they returned back to Daytona after the season opener. This is the first time that the trucks are going to Darlington in the entire calendar. I am honestly shocked, and yeah, I actually had to ask Virgil about it, and this is the first time that the trucks are going going to Darlington, which in terms of championship implications, this is basically the equivalent of Daytona in terms of, shall we say, not fear but worry, because you have a track that is notoriously difficult, a track that also is historical, and at the very end of the season, and with a championship battle that is extremely tight. I mean, I said the race at Daytona, the Grand National Series at Daytona was tight, but that is nothing compared to what the championship standings are right now in the trucks, which we're going to talk about in a little bit later. But as for Darlington, of course, this is not called the Track to Tame for a reason, without a reason. This is one of the toughest tracks on the schedule for both NASCAR and the PSRLA in general, and this is not going to be easy for anyone. So, yeah. As for the championship standings, as we were alluding to earlier, John Jazz is still the leader of the championship, only 6 points ahead of Joshua Neely. Third is Christopher Bracken with 8 points. Cal Ottawa is fourth with 16. Then is Joey Taramella, Leighton Aviard, Aubrey Gardner, Wilson Hunt, Ty Walker, and Joan Barrymore rounding up the top 10. And effectively, I want to say that this entire top 10 I just mentioned all have a realistic shot at winning the title, but honestly, I want to say that it's probably going to go between Jazz, Neely, and Bracken. But of course, we will see once we get to that. And so, with all that being said, guess what, folks? It's time for racing. And as the trucks roll on the track, let's take a look at the qualifying results. And Trevor Williams Jr. will start on pole position. Alongside him is Kelly Taylor. Then we have Ty Walker, Avis Daftian, Danny Johnson, John Barrymore, Bryce Egan, Cal Ottawa, John Jazz, the championship leader in 9th, and Aliyah Matt rounds out the top 10. So, 37 laps here on the schedule, and as we said, this is a notorious tough track for tires and equipment, so I would not be surprised if we're going to see more than one stop. One stop is 100% assured, but maybe you could see a two-stopper. Who knows? We will see as the race goes on. But in the meantime, around turn 4 to go. The pace truck is going to pull into the pits. Williams and Taylor will lead the field to the green flag. And Green flag is in the air. We're away at Darlington for the trucks. And Trevor Williams Jr. will lead lap number 1. You saw there Ty Walker attempting a move on the inside of the 72 truck, but he decided to fall back. Scarlett Taylor is in third, and they're pulling a big hole from the rest of the field. There's Daptian along, and second should be Daniel Sill, I want to say, in the 60 truck. No, the 75 of John Barrymore. Never mind about that one. And there's Ottawa right in the wall. That's his first Darlington strip of the race for him, and they're almost free wide right there. And Ottawa is side by side between Ottawa and Ali Ahmed. Ahmed is going to win this and almost overtook John Jazz right there, but no, that's not gonna happen. But in the meantime, back into the backstretch, and there. Okay. Walker and Williams are pulling away from Taylor, who's under attack by Barrymore. Barrymore on the inside of the 29 truck. Can Barrymore make it stick? Doesn't look like it, at least not now. And nope, Davdian under attack by... he was under attack, but the attack did not matter. By the... what was it? The 33 of Danny Johnson. And yeah, they're pretty much side by there is Bray Segan, who has been the protagonist of a little bit of a controversy earlier this week, but everyone looks. In the meantime, we got a battle for the lead. We got a battle for the lead. There is side by side for the lead between Walker and Williams, and Walker looks like he has it, and Walker is gonna go up the apron, and Ty Walker, the new leader of the race, unless Williams has anything to say about it, and he has. And he's going to keep the position. No, they're still side by side. 5 laps is almost in the books. Right now, it should be the 72 ahead. Yep. And the 72 is going to lead lap number 5. And there goes Barrymore on the inside of Taylor. They're side by side. I'm actually... I already passed Taylor. Barrymore might try. Nope. And he has to settle behind. And now, actually, and Barrymore is going to defend from Daptian and Johnson and Bryce Higa behind them. But as we said, there goes Johnson on the inside of Daptian. Daptian move up on the outside to defend. Side by side between the two. Daptian has it, at least for now. And Johnson could get a thing he has to settle behind. But yeah, as we were saying, never mind. The Daptian is gonna ride the wall. Johnson goes past, as does Egan, Ottawa, Jazz, and almost Ahmed. And there goes Ahmed in the 32 unsponsored with the 32 of PPI Motorsports, by the way, which is actually real ironic considering what happened in 2003 here. But in the meantime, Daptian has lost a lot of positions, and side by side with, I think about, somebody else is going to brush the wall. I think it was Barrymore, I want to say, but who knows? Yeah, okay, it was Barrymore. Thanks for that one. And the Johnson is glued to the rear of the truck, and okay, no, sorry. I thought there was a caution because they were going really slow. I'm guessing there goes for the lead again, Walker, and this time is going to make it stick. Ty Walker up in the lead here at Darlington. And now we have to see if Taylor may actually get advantage of the loss of concentration by Williams, but doesn't look like it. In fact, Williams is going directly for the attack. At least they want to assume, and that was the timid attack. Lap number 9 is in the books. Lap number 10. There's a much more convincing attack on the inside of the 15. And side by side in the 1 and 2. Walker goes high, and Williams is going to take the lead, but not by much. basically half a truck. He's still cannot clear. He's still in the lead, but cannot clear him right now. Cannot clear the 15 and into the main straight. And now the 72 finally clears the 15 truck. But yeah, side by side in the meantime between Egan and Johnson right there behind them. But yeah, they're and Ottawa. I mean, Ottawa and Johnson has some pretty similar trucks. If you see them by, that's because they're teammates, aren't they? Aren't they? Okay, never mind then. But yeah, I want to say that Ottawa's and Johnson's trucks are somewhat hard to spot when they're far away. In the meantime, there goes Williams. Walker again with Williams defending, and there goes past the 72 yet again. I'm going to assume these stars are going to are already screaming for mercy, because yeah, this is just insane. This is some really good battle right here. And now Walker is going to pull a big gap from the 72 truck as it's being under attack by Taylor. Side by side. And there goes Taylor past the 72. There we go. Skeleton up to second place. And now Barrymore, my fancy move on Williams himself, is there. There is... And there we go. And Walker is finally going to lead a full lap. There we go. There goes Williams again on the inside of Taylor. A timid move, but that's not going to matter much, I want to say. No, it doesn't. Nope, it doesn't. Actually, and Taylor is actually putting a bit of a safety gap. There is a side by side between Egan and Ottawa. In the meantime, there is Jazz behind these two, and right now he wants to. I'm going to assume that he was desperately trying to find any position that he can. Ooh, side by side between Jazz and Scylla. Can Scylla make it happen? As does Ottawa side by side with Egan, and Scylla is going through and Ottawa is through with Egan. So Jazz loses a spot, and now he's under attack by Ali Ahmed and David and Daftian, and also the 97 William Donuts as well. And Jazz goes wide, he goes up the apron. That's going to allow Ahmed for trying to move. Nope, Jazz is going to shut the door on the 42 truck and almost attempted to overtake Scylla on the outside of the 60 truck, but he was blocked himself. So yeah, this is great racing right here, folks. This is very good stuff. In the meantime, we go around the track in the middle of it. There's the 31 of no, that's not the 31. No, this the 11 starter of Brett Hill. That was AVR, and the what is this truck? Is the 2. Okay, Mike White. Sorry, yeah, thank you. But yeah, this is great racing, and actually, amazingly enough, we still are on the green, and we are basically one third of the way. I went basically one third of the way, and there's Blevin slow and going pretty slow. One of the actually, come to figure, there are plenty of unsponsored trucks here. We got Daftian, we got Blevins, we got what is the 55 Austin Scott. Yeah, there's plenty of unsponsored trucks here. So, yeah. As Blevin says, there's Gavin Movidel, the king of the races in Canada. I think we could call him Movidel. But yeah. In the meantime, 15 Walker is completed lap number 19. So we are 19 laps to go from the end of the race, and yep, 1.9 second. Now I just noticed that's a big gap from Williams, and I'm going to assume pits are going to start right away. Yep, there goes to the pits. Walker in the pits, Williams in the pits, and looks like you're the only two falling into the pits. I want to say. It looks like to be, yeah, so massive undercut for these guys. So, in the meantime, there is Barrymore leading the race. Johnson is currently in third, and it's Ottawa in second. Johnson is in second, Ottawa is in third. And has to deal with Skylar Taylor, and actually never mind because Taylor is definitely going into the pits. Yep, Taylor goes to the pits, as is Daftion, as does RB Gardner, and then some other guys. But I think Barrymore is going to lead the 9 of Gunderzilla, the 44 of Justin Henley, the 7 of Aviard, and then Movidel as well, and the 45 of Kilgore, of Tesla's Kilgore, also in the pits. So yeah, plenty of split strategies, and there goes Barrymore in the pits. He's gonna go down the apron, as is Johnson and Ottawa. But the 17 of Bullard is going to continue. You had one more lap. In the meantime, there's the rest of the field in the group that didn't get into the pits earlier. And that means that outside of Bullard, Ty Walker should be back in the lead of the race. And ooh, that was pretty close between Taylor and Gardner, but Taylor's going to win that battle off of pit road. Third was Daftion, and there goes Bullard in the pits. Goes Bullard in the pits, and where's Walker? There it is. Just running up turn 4 and into the main straight. And unless the ticket is going to pull some tricks, I think he should be the leader of the race. And of course, no, the ticket is not going to say anything, but I want to say he's the unofficial leader of the race. Second is should be Williams again, with a really big gap between the two of them. But then again, they had a pretty big gap before coming into the pits, so I guess it makes sense. But actually, it's actually more surprising because these guys came into the pits at the same time, 2 laps earlier than everybody else. So, yeah, this is some this strategy might have worked for Ty Walker. But as I was trying to say a very long time ago, before I got interrupted by all the action, Bryce Egan had a bit of a weird couple of weeks. Before, as he was suspended indefinitely. Then he got reinstated, but now he's got reinstated but under probation. So, yeah, pretty big. Shall we say, pretty eventful year for Bryce Egan. Considering that this wasn't even the worst thing that happened to him. Everybody remember the crash they had at the All-Star race in North Wilkesboro? Yeah. So yeah, this has been a year of all time for Bryce Egan, as he's being attacked by Justin Henley for 9th place, and Henley is going to take the place, and maybe Aviard as well is going to take it away. That's going to bump Egan out of the top 10. And, ooh, okay. That was Taylor and Barrymore fighting. There's 4 of Gardner. There goes Barrymore on the inside of Taylor. And Taylor is going to block, at least for now. He's going to block Barrymore, and Taylor is going to stay ahead. But, yeah. Almost 4 seconds is the gap between Walker and Williams. So, I think, unless something big happens, I am getting the feeling that that Walker has gotten this. And unless something big happens, Walker has the rest of Darlington has this race pretty much wrapped up. With 11 laps to go, 4.1 second is the gap. This is this has been pretty much after the first couple laps, pretty much Walker took the lead and never looked back. So this has been a really, really good race for the 15 truck as they cross the line. 10 laps to go here at Darlington. Oh, and actually, come to think of it, this could very well be like the least eventful race at Darlington that we've had, considering that the Giacomo won the first race at Darlington for the Cup in on a drag race, and Ryan Little also won the first race at Darlington for the Grand National Series on a very dramatic finish. So yeah, the trucks got the boring ending, shall we say? But there goes Barrymore on the inside of Williams, and he's got the position. John Barrymore up to second place. There goes Taylor. He's going to take advantage of that one. Into the backstretch, but nope. Williams has enough of a gap to avoid any being dropped to fourth place. But in the meantime, Gardner goes up the apron, and lap number 30 has started, and yeah, the gap hasn't changed all that much, even with John Barrymore in second. If anything, the battle, in fact, the fact that Barrymore and Williams are fighting for second place is actually beneficial for Walker, because I mean, right now they were fighting, but they were fighting before, so yeah, this has been basically a magic race here for the 15 truck here. Lap 30 is in the books. Lap number 31. Let's see the gap, and it has decreased by something like 4 tenths or 4 tenths. But I think that's a bit too late to catch up to him. As I saw right there, very surely right there, Walker is catching up to a lap truck. Now I have no idea what that truck is, but yeah. Oh, that's Morbidelli. Well, sorry for that, Garrett. But yeah, anyway, okay, now the gap is definitely decreasing. Now it's just 3.1 seconds. So either I mean, that's probably because of the pressure tires that Barrymore has, but yeah, no, that's definitely because of the pressure tires that Barrymore has. And in the meantime, we got more skirmishes at the rear. There's Bullard with Davtion, and Bullard is gonna go past the 43 truck. And that should be lap number 32 in the books. Lap number 43, and let's see the gap. Lap number 43, 2.7 seconds. So yeah, right now Barrymore is on a charge, on board with the 75 truck, and he's on a charge, and Walker is starting to struggle. And at this point, I would assume that that the 15 is praying to every single god in existence. I say that line a lot, don't I? But yeah, he's basically praying to every single god in every single religion that he's not going to be too fast. Everybody's not going to catch up too fast, and 2.5 seconds is the time at the line. But yeah. Suddenly, from what was the most eventful Darlington race they were at into what could be the most eventful. The truck of Barrymore is right there. Of course, we're in the rear of the 15 truck. Lap number 44 is in the books. 3 laps to go, and okay, 4 points. Just it didn't. Barrymore did not catch up all that much from Walker. So Walker may have gotten this in the bag, but of course it all depends what the tires are going to say. And of course we're not going to get a late race caution. And with that, that's going to be 2 laps to go here at Darlington. Let's check the gap. And 1.7 seconds. Yeah, at this point it's time for I think it's I don't want to say it's time to panic for Walker, but we're almost there. We're almost there. 1.5 laps to go into 3 and 4. Does Walker's tires have enough to save him, or the strategy is not going to work? White flag here at Darlington. 1 lap to go. 1.6 seconds, and I think Walker has gotten it. I think Walker got it. Half a lap to go for Ty Walker in the 15 truck. And, well, guess what? The undercut worked because out of turn 4, Anthem and straight, Ty Walker is going to win at Darlington. 1 second is the gap between Walker and Barrymore at the line. Then third is the 72 of Trevor Williams. A really good effort for the 72 truck for the pole sitter. Then fourth is the 9 of Trevor Gardozilla. Fifth is the 29 of Skylar Taylor. Then is Arby Gardner, Leighton Eviard, Justin Henley, yeah. Then the 6 of Bryce Egan and the 79 of John Jett rounding up the top 10. Oh boy, that was close, but in the end, the day belongs to Ty Walker, who wins the Sigmatex 200 here at Darlington Raceway. Second is Barrymore, and then is Williams, Gonzalez, Taylor, Gardner, Aviard, Henley, Egan, and John Jazz rounds up the top 10. And then, of course, we got the rest of the field, and no retirements and no lap cars. And Movedell is going to round up the field in 30th place, almost getting lapped and almost getting lapped. But yeah, actually, I wonder what happened to Movedell. But I'm guessing that that crash that caused some sort of problems because that just look at the gap between Travel and Movedell. Yeah, that was just something went very wrong with that truck today. All right. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Well, that was it was a very good race. It was a very good race. That was a voice crack, but it wasn't, as I've said, it wasn't the slugfest that the truck, that the Cup and the Grand National Series race was, and. I know somebody's going to say, but it's the trucks. But you do realize that we've seen plenty of we have seen plenty of super close battles in the trucks in the previous races. So yeah, this it was still a really good race, but it wasn't a straight up barn burner. So yeah. As for the standings, since pretty much virtually every other championship fighter has had not a very good race, I want to say, John Jazz is going to increase the gap in the lead with 15 points clear of Christopher Bracken. Third is Kyle Ottawa, then is Leighton Aviard, Ty Walker, Joshua Neely, Aubrey Garner, John Barrymore, Joe Tortorella, and Wilson Hunt rounding up the top 10. But yeah, what else can we say about the race? Honestly, I'm actually really shocked that it almost came. The race almost went as close as it did because I'm pretty sure by watching the race, everybody thought that he got it in the bag. But then you looked at those last couple of laps, and Barrymore was just eating chunks off of the gap between him and Walker. So yeah, I was honestly shocked that the race ended like this because honestly, I was just expecting the gap to increase over time, not actually decrease to the point of to the point that say, oh god, Barrymore might have a shot that actually is stealing this away. And but yeah, this was a good race. It was not a barn burner like the first races for the Cup and the GNS were at Darlington. But it was a good race nonetheless, with a finale that could have been really exciting, but it was still a good finale nonetheless. This has been a special presentation of the 2024 PSRLA Truck Series for the 7 Network. I'm Alex Vidal, and join us next time for round 19 of the championship at Rockingham Speedway. So long, everybody, from Darlington, we're again to Taiwan.